हसरत है हमारी बाबा, कर दो वो पूरी आके। मिल जाओ प्यारे बाबा हम बच्चों से आके। मिल जाओ प्यारे बाबा हम बच्चों से आके।
बाप दादा को संकल्प उठा, ये गिफ्ट तो बाप के पास पहुंच गई, लेकिन साथ में बाप दादा को एक और भी गिफ्ट चाहिए। आप लोगों की गिफ्ट बहुत अच्छी है, लेकिन बाप दादा को और पीछे देंगे, गिफ्ट देंगे। पीछे वाले देंगे। अच्छा, बहुत अच्छा। वैसे भी जो ये यादगार बनाती है शिव जयंती, अर्थात कुछ न कुछ अर्पण करते, भला हार जाते। बाप दादा ने सोचा भलार तो सब बच गए, भलार हो गई है, हो गई है, थोड़ा रह गया अभी, थोड़ा अपने पास रख दिया है संभाल के। व्रत भी लेते हैं, आज के दिन व्रत भी लेते। तो बाप दादा को संकल्प आया, ये बच्चे जो चलते चलते कभी, सदा नहीं, कभी कभी थोड़ा सा चलते चलते थक जाते, मेहनत बहुत महसूस करते हैं। यहाँ योग लगाना निरंतर, इसमें सोचते हैं हो तो जाएगा, लेकिन हो रहा है, हो जाएगा, हो गया है नहीं कहते, हो जाएगा। बाप को दिलासे देते हैं, आप फिक्र नहीं करो, हो जाएगा। लेकिन बाप दादा को बच्चों की थकावट व अकेलापन, या कभी कभी कोई थोड़ा सा दिल शिकस्त भी हो जाती है। पता नहीं हमारा भाग्य है या नहीं है, कभी कभी सोचते हैं। तो ये बाप को अच्छा नहीं लगता।
बड़ी मन भावनी मुरली प्रेम से प्राणों को सींचे, रसीली तान की ये डोर आपकी ओर ही खींचे, आपकी ओर ही खींचे। रूहानी स्नेह का जादू आपकी मीठी बातों में, रूहानी स्नेह का जादू आपकी मीठी बातों में।
Om Shanti. In order to experience the stage of liberation in life, become free from bondage. Aim of being in the unlimited. This world is your service place, and so stay in the unlimited. Do not come into limitations. To the extent that you keep the aim of being in the unlimited, accordingly, you will easily become free from limited bondages. The thoughts you have now, such as, I don't have any time, or I do want to, but this body doesn't function, I don't have any strength, are all bondages. When you have the determined thought that you have to do unlimited service, you have to engage yourself in this, then these bondages will finish in a second. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Avikti Parivar. Today is day 19. In order to experience the stage of liberation in life, become free from bondage. Today's topic, aim of being in the unlimited. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti, everyone. Everyone is okay. When Baba is with you, it's like creating the presence of Baba as Almighty. And that is remembrance or simriti. So I find that the biggest way to what Maya makes us do is to forget Baba. That means the mind or intellect is busy or occupied in something. Let's say there is a situation, right? So mind really gets busy, very occupied in situation. So when mind is occupied in situation, then the weakness emerges. And the weakness is, oh, what will happen? Will I be able to do or not? Like weak thoughts start coming. Weaknesses are in the form, let's say you have sanskar of being fearful, or you have sanskar of having doubts, or you have sanskars of too much thinking. So if we have all those sanskars, then what happens? All these kinds of thoughts come in the mind. And when thoughts come in the mind, it's the Maya, right? What is Maya? Weak thoughts, right? So when Maya comes, Maya makes us forget, or Maya separates us from our companion Baba. I have company of Almighty Baba. Then I am conqueror of Maya. That means my weaknesses will not emerge and I will remain strong. So if my nature is to use the powers, then also Almighty will be with me. I think the biggest power which recently Baba mentioned was tolerance. Is tolerance not with situations but Sometimes we are not tolerant with each other. That means allowing everyone to be different and do whatever everyone is doing. Just be tolerant if it's necessary. But if you love everyone, you might not need tolerance. Or always be ready that whatever happens, I have to face the situation, not run away, not be scared. And also, you need to think of Almighty to go beyond your limits. You need the companion, Almighty Baba, to help you to go beyond limit for everything. But also when we want to do unlimited service, right? Unlimited services, service through the mind for the whole world. Because Baba is saying you are world benefactor. World is big, right? So how can I be world benefactor without being Master Almighty? So I was connecting that when I am Almighty, Master Almighty, and Almighty as my companion, not only we will go beyond boundaries and limits, but also bring benefit to everyone. Prakashmani Dadi came here. It was 19, very early, when we didn't have centers. So a new person, contact soul, was driving her and Ramesh Bhai. He was Ramesh Bhai's friend. And on the way, Dadi was talking to him about traffic control. Daddy said, whenever there is traffic or traffic light, don't get impatient. Don't just say, oh, there is so much traffic. But what you have to do at this time is start doing traffic control. Think about traffic of the mind and either start saying Om Shanti or have elevated thoughts, remembrance of Baba. So that soul must be kept doing it, but met me after so many years. And first thing he shared was what Dadi had told him. So when we have to say something to someone with love, with patience, and something which could help them in their practical life immediately, he said, applying this traffic control has helped me so much, not only not to have wasteful thoughts, but my state of mind feels very elevated. After, I think, maybe about 20 years or so, we still remember that. So we listen to knowledge, and from there we take very small practices. Like early morning, wake up and say Om Shanti, good morning to God. Even children remember, they say, oh, I say good morning to Baba in the morning. Like you will say good morning to your father or your elders at home. So whatever you are touched, whichever word you are touched with, you churn on that and you will find it very, very useful. Om Shanti.
Hello.
Shanti, everyone. Good evening. Hello, Judy.
Hello, Shireen. Hello, Avyakti Parivar.
So I really loved that story of Dadi sharing about traffic control and the brother doing it for even 20 years after. You know why I love that story? Because
Why?
you wonder sometimes when people meet famous people, right? Is the effect of what they're saying is it because they are famous? Like, someone says, oh, I met the Dalai Lama and he said this and this. Is it because he's so famous? If he wasn't famous, would it have the same effect? And then I realized that if you're really in unlimited remembrance of Baba, it doesn't matter if you're famous or not, because Dadi was definitely not famous in the 1970s, that it has an effect on souls.
But I think we know when we're in the presence of greatness. I mean, one thing is famous, right? One thing is I saw a rock star, or whatever. But another is when you're in the presence of greatness, the vibration touches you. You know that there's something about this person that is exceptional. I remember when Dadi Prakashmani came to Manhattan, and she was being dropped off at a building, at a university, actually. And when the car pulled up to the curb, there were a lot of students laying around near the door. And it was summer, so they were in shorts and halter tops and all of that. And when Dottie got out of the car, they all turned and they stood up and they went and opened the door for her. They had no idea who she was, but they knew there was something about her royalty, her grace, her smile, her vibration, right? And I think when we emanate that, it's a little bit about this unlimited, right? I mean, one thing is to dress right and look sharp and all that, but that's different from really carrying that vibration of God's presence, elevated thoughts, etc. So I think people notice those things.
Right. I'm remembering what Baba said, no, the Abyak signal from today, and that is this thing of the bondage, right? Don't say the body is ill. Don't say all of those. How can I do service? Don't say all of those things. Don't come into limitations. And so I've been really thinking about that. And so one of the things I was remembering is Dadi Janki, when she was sick, one time, many times over the years, Dadi was very sick. And then one time when she was sick, Dadi Janki was sharing that she went into the bathroom and she's really just pumped a lot of energy into the body. Like Baba is bathing the body, the soul is like, really taking power from Baba and all of those things. And she really became a conqueror of matter. And so I was thinking that to have waste thoughts about the body, right? To even think, oh, I'm tired, is like such a waste thoughts about the body.
She also used to say, so she would, as you say, she would get herself prepared and she would come out to give a talk or meet people. And after a few minutes, she'd say, see, my cough is gone. Or see, I feel better now. My head feels better. And her point was, as soon as you move into the state of serving, you don't remember anymore that you didn't feel well. I mean, we all have had that experience, right?
Yes. I'm sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
We can do it in little spurts, but the trick is, can we do it constantly, right? What's our effort. Can we always be like that?
I've noticed that when we are sick, and if Baba has to get his service done, that he presses the pause button. It's not that it goes away, right? The karma goes away. It's not that the illness goes away or any of those things. It's just paused for a little bit of time, right? For that amount of time, it pauses, like there's a pause button. And then after after the service is over, then again, the play button starts and your karma starts.
But then you have to ask yourself, after you go through that experience, you think, okay, part of that is what Baba did. But part of that was I invoked Baba's power to get through that, right? I knew I had to do that. I said to Baba, go with me. You make this talk. When they look at me, let them see you. And so for that period of time, we're in this powerful place. And then afterwards, when we go back and the old weak thought comes in, that's when we have to remind ourselves and say, okay, wait a minute. If I could do that 20 minutes ago, why can't I do it now? Right?
Right. Maybe there is a relationship between service and your powerful thoughts, because Baba, as Karavanhar, is really engaging the body and the soul to do these things. And once that engagement is over, maybe the power is gone. But either way,
it's also our love. So if I'm going to serve anybody, right? If I'm going to serve dinner, or I'm going to give a talk, or I'm going to do karma yoga on a Wednesday, I'm carrying the kind of love with me, right? When I go to do that, there's a kind of love. I'm there with that spirit of generosity. And I think that's the connection with the unlimited. I think when we move into that place of being generous, wanting to give, wanting to help someone, wanting to make them comfortable, wanting to show up the best we can, then as like Dottie said, her cough disappeared. We suddenly feel better. So I think the point on this Avyak signal is we can do this.
We can do this.
Didn't Baba say in a recent Murli, you have that power, now use it?
Right, absolutely. You know, that I was thinking of three things, right, to really implement the Avyak signal for me. The three things I was thinking is eat in remembrance, you know, just really, I love when Brahma Baba first used to say that the soul is feeding the body. And then he started saying, no, Shiv Baba is feeding the body. Not even the soul is feeding the body, but Shiv Baba is feeding the body. And so to eat in that remembrance that really Shiv Baba, when you're eating, Shiv Baba is, you know, Bab Dada is feeding this body. And to really eat in that remembrance, that was one thing I was thinking, to really overcome this thing about the body is not doing well and not having any waste thoughts about it. And the second one was this bathing, you know, because I was really remembering Dadi Janki. And the third one I was thinking is to whatever Avyak Murli, the Sunday's Avyak Murli, especially this Sunday's Avyak Murli, I loved it so much. I wanted to frame it and post it all over my desk or something, right? So
What did you love about that, Murli?
Because Baba was really taking us into the unlimited.
Mm-hmm.
And so every Murli, every Avyak Murli, Baba is so in the unlimited, right? We are coming into limitations. I'll give you one example of limitation that Baba was saying, that he's saying that don't think that they are dadis and dadas and, you know, senior didis and all of these, advanced party, all of that. You just have the thought that I will be part of the 108 and I will make enough of the rosary, right? But we go in with so many limitations. We go in with a limitation thinking, oh, no, it's not possible. And then I was thinking, like, it's not possible. This is happening, that is happening. But I feel if we have a higher aim, then somehow the soul manages to reach that aim, and we just need to have that aim. But many other things he said, right? One of the things.
I think that the key here is we are in the first of our unlimited births, right? We're in practice. We're kind of with training wheels on, because he's told us this is the first of those 21. And he's showing us how to be unlimited. And then half of the cycle, we're in the unlimited. We spend it either we're in the incorporeal or we're in this subtle deity form. And so what is going on now is he's having us shake off that limitation of those 63 births, accept the fact that this is the beginning of 2,500 years of lightness, right? Of lightness and being unencumbered. And so that's how I'm working with it. I'm thinking, all right, let me not slip back into that last 63 births. Let me keep my consciousness and where we're headed.
Absolutely, absolutely. There was this one thing that Baba said in the first paragraph itself in Sunday's Murli, where he was saying that I am Karavanhar, right? I'm combined with you. I'm Karavanhar. I'm combined with you. I'm doing everything. I can't do anything without you, but I'm doing everything with you, through you. And so that just to remember that.
Inspiring, no?
Huh?
Inspiring, no?
Inspiring, just to keep remembering that, right? Every time I feel, oh, I'm tired or I can't do something or it's too busy, my schedule is too busy, any time I have these thoughts now, right? I'm like, no, Baba is combined, Baba is Karavanhar, Baba is doing it. And so to really come into that awareness.
I think when we come into that awareness, what's important is to slow down. Because we're picking up this extremely refined vibration of this most elevated, most beautiful, most pure soul. And if we're calibrated to doing things in the world, we move very quickly and we're thinking and doing. But when we realize, okay, I'm making myself available as an instrument, he's going to work through me now. So let me slow down and attune myself, right, to what he's doing through me. I think I have to position myself to let him work through me.
Yes.
And not think.
What?
And not think.
And not think, yes, not think, especially not come in any limitation. I've been thinking this, that everything that Baba says in a Murli, whether Sakar Murli, Abhyakt Murli, if the soul is listening to this Murli, then it's true for the soul. That is reality. Like whatever my thoughts are not reality. What is Baba saying is reality, and that is the unlimited reality. And I keep going back into my old thoughts, and I keep coming back. No, just revise what Baba said in the Murli. That is reality.
What you just said about going back into my old thoughts. I remember something very nice that Mohini Didi said about how sometimes when some soul comes in front of us, if we're not careful, we'll remember the way they've been in the past, and we'll limit what we can see in them. We will expect old behavior. But she said, you have to allow for the possibility that they're going to show up in a new and wonderful way, and have the vision that allows them to do that. That's unlimited.
Yes. And I also loved what she was sharing today about tolerance. Like really having the power of tolerance is really unlimited.
I told you about my tolerance project, right? I'm 1 year into my tolerance project.
How's it going?
I think I need another year.
Just another year. That's not bad.
I think it's going okay, but the whole secret is love.
Right.
You really have
It
to
is
love.
a love power. No, tolerance is a love power. Without love, there is no tolerance. But I was also thinking that there has to be tolerance for the body, for our schedule, for what needs to happen, for Baba's tasks. There needs to be tolerance for so many things, not just, not just people, but
Tolerance and faith. I think, tolerance is a very big power. And I think when we're tolerating, we really have to have faith. Faith in ourselves, that we are the right ones to be there. Faith in Baba, that he's taking care of me, nothing's going to happen. And faith in the drama,
Right.
real faith in the drama.
We would like to now, Judy, Ben, if you don't mind, have a few minutes of meditation for Mohini Didi. And just for everyone to know, she's doing very well. And Baba's grace, Drama's grace, things are going well. And Didi will be back home soon. So let's have a few minutes of remembrance and send healing Sakash to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. Welcome to the happy world of Avekti Children, Season 3, Day 19. So, today we have two angels. So, one is our little brother Anay and brother Anish, angels. Welcome with their family. Welcome, welcome to Avekti Parivar. And now, let's hear from them.
Om Shanti, sister. Om Shanti, Avakti Parivar. It's an honor to be here today. I'm so happy to be able to ask questions. My name's Anish. I'm 12 years old. This is my brother Anay. He's 8 years old. And this is my mom, Sister Pragati. My first question is,
Go ahead.
my first question is, how can I balance my studies with playtime and not rush?
Shireen, is that your question?
Sure. I was thinking, is it Ane?
Anish.
Anish. Anish, you're 12 years old only once. So take it easy, all right? Are you getting good grades in school?
Yeah.
Yeah? Then just take it easy. Just play as much as you want.
Anish, what do you currently do? How do you balance it?
Um,
What do you
Af-
do?
After school, we have like a study hall kind of thing. And like I do most of my homework there.
Yeah. Do you play?
Yeah.
When do you play?
Like study hall is like 30 minutes, and then like after that, we have like we like could go outside and go to the gym that we have.
And so you do both right now, right?
Yeah.
So just keep doing that wonderful thing. You're doing it just right.
My second question is what to do if someone bullies me.
That's very serious bullying. Has anyone ever bullied you?
No.
Why do you think they don't bully you? I think it's because you have self-respect. Do you think? Do you have self-respect?
Yeah.
You do. So when you have self-respect, people recognize that. They realize that this one has self-respect, and that's a kind of protection. So I don't think you're going to be bullied.
But maybe he's asking for friends that he knows who get bullied, right? No.
Yeah.
So we have to be very careful with bullies, right? We don't give in to bullies. We don't give in, don't be scared. That's the first thing. We have to be very fearless. And then second, we have to really connect with Baba and see them as souls, right? Don't see them as a bully, see them as a soul, right? So this is what you tell your friends. First, see them as a soul, don't be afraid. And then don't be afraid to stand your ground. Like, don't give in, right? You be fearless and stand your ground. This is what you should teach your friends.
Teach them what you know. You already know the answer, so you have to teach them. They'll probably hear it from you because they see you're not being bullied and you're in your self-respect, right?
Yeah. My third question is Baba says to what?
Go ahead, go ahead.
Baba says to do Amrit Vela. How can I do Amrit Vela when I have to sleep and go to school?
That's a really good question. Well, I think what Baba means is as soon as you, when you're your age, when you're 12, as soon as you get up, did you hear what Sister Mohini Didi said in the video we just saw? When you get up, what do you say? Om Shanti Baba. Good morning, Baba. So when you get up a little tiny bit earlier than you need to, and take a minute and say, good morning, Baba. Om Shanti Baba, I'm with you, Baba. He wouldn't want you to, when you're growing and you're having to be in school, he wouldn't want you to be up at the time that adults get up. But he would want you to say hello right away. You probably already do that, don't you?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
But also there's another method you could use, is you sleep early and you ask Baba, if you really want to get up at Amrit Vela, right? You ask Baba, Baba, wake me up at Amrit Vela. And you just wake up for 15 minutes. Just sit with Baba for 15 minutes and then go back to sleep. Can you do that for 15 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Om Shanti. My name's Ane, and I want to share a few questions. My first question is, why did Baba use only a red pen to write letters? Is there a reason behind it?
That is such a thought-provoking question. What kind of pen do you use when you write?
I don't use a pen, I use a pencil.
I think he used a pencil
We
too.
don't know really. We don't know, right, Judy? We don't know why Baba used a red pen. We don't know. But maybe because of the soul world, right? Maybe because of the soul world, because Baba is reminding people of the soul world, reminding people of Shiv Baba. That is why.
Or he just wanted people to pay attention. Maybe he just wanted people to really pay attention to what he wrote. But we don't know the answer.
So the parent, you have a question? What was your name? We didn't hear properly.
Om Shanti sister, this is Pragati.
Pragati.
He has one more question he wanted to
Oh,
ask.
he has one more question.
Is it okay? Yeah. go ahead.
Yes, yes.
My second question is, sometimes I don't want to share my toys with my brothers. What do I do then?
Yeah, no, you have to share. You have to remember Baba and see what would Baba do, right? What would Baba do? Does Baba share everything? Yes. And then you say, no, I have to become like Baba, so I have to share.
Good
Thank you,
question.
sister, for all the insights you're sharing. I do have few questions regarding parenting. So my first question is, I understand there are different phases of and when we grow up, like as a child in childhood. So by the way, I have three kids, three boys. I have a little one too. He is 5 years old. Each one is in different phase of life. And I sometimes I feel like the way they receive things or the learnings are a little different, but like that same thing, they receive it differently. My thing is like, what are the core values I should be focusing on to transfer to my kids, as well as practice myself, so that there is a harmonious exchange of energy in the family.
Your audio was a little bit in and out, but I think you said the core values, right? Was that what you
Yeah,
said?
yeah.
Okay. The core values to exchange. Shireen, you want to start?
Sure. I was thinking, many times we focus on kids, right? What is it I have to give kids? But we have to see ourselves as children, to Baba's children. What is it that Baba wants me to have as Baba's child, right? So whatever Baba wants me to have as Baba's child, that is what we transmit to everyone. Like it's not only, you're not just a parent, you are a soul, and there are your needs and your thing too. So you have to balance those things with that, with being a parent. And so what are the inspiration, what are the hopes, what are the desires Baba has for you? So that is the question we have to ask, and those are the values we will, whatever they see you do, that's what they will get. It's not what you're sharing verbally, but what they see you do, that's what they'll get.
You know, I just build on what Sister Shireen just said. So when Baba comes and meets us over those years, the values he shared were what we should share, right? So he always talks about love, right? There's not one Murli where he doesn't talk about love. He always talks about self-respect, right? So taking from him, he talks about mercy. He doesn't talk about judgment or correction very much, right? He doesn't talk about those kinds of things. He really talks about love, happiness, self-respect, mercy. So the same things he talks about to us is what you share with them. And I think you already have, because they seem to be very special children.
Thank you. Sister, my second question is, with like mostly these days we are very much surrounded by too much of information. I mean, I guess we are blessed to have a family like this, but we do go outside in like Lokik world and always bombarded with too much of information or knowledge, which is like unwanted, unnecessary, and kind of waste. And we know that is waste, but how sometimes like I feel like a little anxious about like I'm missing out something. I know when I'm with Baba, I'm not, but whenever I go outside and step outside that cocoon which I live in, sometimes I feel like I have a fear of missing out. How to deal with that fear of missing out? Like how to constantly be with Baba, even though my surroundings are. I'm not always surrounded by Brahmins. I'm like in the Lokik world. So any insights on that?
You know, what happens is I feel we have to remember we have taken 84 lives, right? So all the people, most of the people around us possibly have taken one life. So they need to cram a lot of things in one life, right? We don't need to compete with people who have to cram everything in one life. We've had many experiences, many lives, many things going on. So we don't need to do, what they are doing. So to just remember that I had an all-round part, right? I had an all-round part, and this part in this life is really dedicated to Baba. That's all. I don't need to think about what everyone else is doing, and I don't need to have fear what I'm missing out, because I've had it. I've already had it in my past lives. In many lives, I've already had it.
I think just to add a little bit to that, we want things when we're not full. So if I'm not full of peace, I want something to make me peaceful, right? If I don't have enough love, then I go looking for love. But if I'm full, I don't go looking so much. So I think to start with my spiritual life, make myself full of Gyan, make myself full of Baba's love, make myself as full as I can in my spiritual life. And then there's less of a pull to the rest of that. No matter how dazzling it is, it's pretty dazzling, right? But the more full we are, the less we're looking outside, I would say. Yeah.
Sister, one last question. So my third question is how to control the screen time with kids. Any tips? I mean, although they are mostly in school, but whenever they are at home, they want to be on screen. I mean, and that's the way how they are teaching these days in school, because they all have their personal Chromebooks. Like
That's
it's given provided from schools.
right. No, that's hard.
That's
I mean,
really
I've seen people use different techniques. For little ones, I've seen people use timers. You know, we've got this much time, 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever it is. And then they learn to self-manage with that. You can do it all now, or you could do 10 minutes here and 10 minutes there. But it's hard. I agree with you, because for school, they have to have it. It's not like you can banish those things. But the limits are really, really important, because it's hard for them to stop. It's so interesting, all that stuff. So it's a really, you're in good company. You've probably talked with other parents about this, haven't you?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I guess they are also trying to figure it out. So yeah, keep experimenting is. But thank you so much, sister. Take your
thank
time.
you. Thank you for
And
your
like all the tips, insights shared here are really valuable to us, and it's helping us grow our little family here.
It's
So it
lovely.
always, G sister.
Have a lovely evening.
Thank you so much. Appreciate your presence as well as all my Avyakti Parivar presence. Thank you.
Om Shanti.
Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Mm.
Om Shanti. Thank you so much for such a wonderful chit chat. We are really enjoying all these little angels. So now tomorrow is Wednesday, and our schedule from Amritula 3:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. and then in the evening 5 to 5:30 p.m. With the children Moli class, and then 6 o'clock Patti will start, followed by Hindi series, English series, Happy World of Avikti Children, Avikti Journey. That's the schedule for tomorrow. And now, welcome to Avikti Journey, Avik Murlis from 1969. Multi-million fold fortune and blessings.
Avyakt Murli, 10th of May, 1972. Obeying the orders by staying in self-respect. Do you consider yourselves to have the courage to stay in your stage of self-respect and also to be able to follow Baba's instructions? To be able to remain stable in your stage of self-respect and to be able to follow instructions, do you consider yourself to be doing both things all right? If you do not stabilize yourself in your stage of self-respect, then there will be something or the other lacking in following the instructions. Therefore, stabilize yourself in both aspects accurately and create such a stage for all time. You Brahmins have to stabilize yourself in the most elevated stage of self-respect of the present confluence age. By remaining stable in this one elevated stage of self-respect, all the different types of arrogance are easily and automatically finished. In some cases, while doing service or while making effort, you make a very tiny mistake of just one word through which more mistakes are made. The seed of all mistakes is the weakness of one word. What is that word? You remove the word self from self-respect. You forget your self-respect, and by then wanting respect, you forget the instructions. You have the instructions to stabilize yourself in your self-respect, But by wanting respect, the instructions are finished. By making the mistake of this one word, you make many more mistakes. Then when you want respect, your way of speaking, walking, everything changes. Just by cutting out one word, you cut yourself off from your original stage. When you come to such a stage, the result is that when you make effort or do service, you have to labor more and yet receive very little instant fruit. You're not able to become the embodiment of success that you should. And because of not being the embodiment of success, because you do not attain success, what is the result? You make a lot of effort, and this is why you become tired as you move along. As your enthusiasm decreases, you become lazy. And when there is laziness, all its other companions will also come. Laziness comes with all its companions. It does not come alone. Just as Baba does not come alone, he is revealed with his children. In the same way, these vices do not come alone. They come with their companions. Therefore, when the vices come into existence, because you disobey many instructions, what becomes of your stage? You have a desire for one thing or another. By cutting out just one word, neither are you yourself content, nor are you able to make others content. Therefore, when you are making effort for self-progress, or when you put any plan of service into a practical form, before you create the plan and put it into a practical form, stabilize yourself in your stage of self-respect, and then make any plans or put them into a practical form. To be continued. Om Shanti.
In order to experience this stage of liberation in life, become free from bondage. Aim of being in the unlimited. This world is your service place, and so stay in the unlimited. Do not come into limitations to the extent that you keep the aim of being in the unlimited. Accordingly, you will easily become free from limited bondages. The thoughts you have now, such as, I don't have any time, or I do want to, but this body doesn't function. I don't have any strength, are all bondages. When you have the determined thought that you have to do unlimited service, you have to engage yourself in this, then these bondages will finish in a second.
जीवन मुक्त स्थिति का अनुभव करने के लिए बंधनों से मुक्त बनो। बेहद का लक्ष्य, यह विश्व आपके सेवा का स्थान है, इसलिए बेहद में रहो, हद में नहीं आओ। जितना बेहद का लक्ष्य रखेंगे तो हद के बंधनों से सहज मुक्त होते जाएंगे। जो अभी संकल्प आता है कि समय नहीं मिलता, इच्छा है लेकिन शरीर नहीं चलता, शक्ति नहीं है, यह सब बंधन है। जब दृढ़ संकल्प कर लेते कि बेहद की सेवा में आना ही है, लगना ही है, तो यह बंधन सेकंड में समाप्त हो जाते हैं। ओम शांति।
कोई बेहद से इशारों में बुला रहा मुझे, कोई बेहद से इशारों में बुला रहा मुझे। जैसे जन्नत की बहारों में बुला रहा मुझे, कोई बेहद से इशारों में बुला रहा मुझे। रूप प्यारा है तो भी सबको नजर न आता है, मेरी नजरों से दूर पल भर नहीं जाता है। रूप प्यारा है तो भी सबको नजर न आता है, मेरी नजरों से दूर पल भर नहीं जाता है। बड़ी अदा से नजारों में बुला रहा मुझे, बड़ी अदा से नजारों में बुला रहा मुझे। जैसे जन्नत की बहारों में बुला रहा मुझे, कोई बेहद से इशारों में बुला था मुझे।
Om Shanti. Om Shanti.